So quickly we delete the text box and set our image size to the YouTube thumbnail as usual to get a bigger canvas to work on. Great. The next thing is to add our letter M, which we'll be using for this very design. Beautiful. Great. I go to size and I resize to 300. Then I go over to font style and choose my font style for the design. For this, I'm going to be using Abness. Abness. Beautiful. So I'm going to import another shape here, and I drag to this string. I click on it and duplicate it and bring it to this place. Beautiful. So the next thing is to merge the two shapes together with the letter. So I merge and I confirm merging. Done. I could resize it. Then quickly I'm going to import our shape, our heart shape. Come over to this place, click on this, increase it a little bit, come to fill the opacity, and I reduce the opacity to 100% and increase the stroke to 20. I think 20 should be cool. Great. I click OK. I import another shape over here. I click OK. Then I'm gonna merge the two shapes together. Click OK. Go down to erase color, remove color, increase the tolerance to 70. Click OK. I just quickly go up to duplicate, center the original with relative position. Click on the duplicate and center it too. Then I'm gonna merge the two together to have a complete heart shape. Beautiful. Then the next thing is to quickly send this to front, the M shape. I send the M shape to front, I drag it over here. I reduce the size of the heart, the size of the M2. Great. So I'm going to use relative position. I use it on the M2. Beautiful. Then I use position to drag it up a bit. Good. I'm going to give this a color of red. Then I click on the M shape and use texture instead. So I'm going to go over to texture and apply texture on it. Great. So the texture is on it. So what I do, I'm gonna merge the two of them together. And confirm merging. Beautiful. I drag it to one side. It's time to write our text, the name of our logo. So I'm going to go over to edit. Beautiful. I drag it over, change the font style to contrast SB. Then I go over to texture and add a texture, same texture that we gave the M, the letter M. I'm going to add same texture to the name Mayheart. So I go over to texture. Beautiful. I go over to texture, enable it, and I drag to test. I think this is good. I click OK. The next thing is to quickly add a background to our design to do the final touches. So I'm going to go over to gallery. Here we have it, and we drag to fill the canvas. Quickly I send it to the back of our design. Good. We have our background and our design here. So I'm just going to add some 3D effects and shadow effects to the design. So I go over to 3D shape, enable it. I reduce the depth to 4. Increase the color to 100%. Add some X rotation. Some Z rotation too. Are we there? This is good. I reduce the size a little. Then I go over to the text, the name. I repeat same process, go to 3D text, enable it, reduce the depth to 4, increase the color to 100%, add some X rotation, good, and some Z rotation too will do. Good. I'm just gonna reduce this. This is good. 22. So I will send to front. Then I go and add some shadow effects to the text. I click on shadow, enable it, enable outglow, reduce the blur to 4, go over to the logo mark, go to shadow, enable it, and leave it the way it is. Leave it the way it is. I am tempted to make some touches here, reduce the X rotation a bit. I think it will do 12. It's okay. Then the name of our logo is actually May Heart Foundation. So I'm going to add the foundation now by duplicating the text here. Then I edit it, put the name foundation. Foundation. Great. So I'm just going to go down to reduce the size. Beautiful. To 25 or 26. 20, 25 should be okay. Then I go to letter spacing and I space it to 80, 81, and we are done with our design. So we quickly go over to this place to save our image to the gallery. Save to gallery. It renders and saves after some time. Thank you.